Welcome back, everybody, to the YouTube page for Midwood Agronomy. It's Faulkner, Precision Ag Specialist, out here today at our Bascom OFR wheat plot. It's a little breezy day, so my hair is going to be all over, but I want to just kind of show you guys a little virtual tour of our plot here with our FS wheat. There are six varieties out here in this plot, but we're going to go ahead and check them out. Alright, so we're walking through our 603 from FS. This is an earlier maturing variety. I got the tape measure out. I found it's about 38 inches tall. As you can see, it's kind of a bearded wheat. I think we planted the plot here beginning of October, but this is a really good looking variety. Look down here, you can kind of see some tiller heads in there, so it had a pretty good chance to tiller. I believe this plot got some Prosaro sprayed on it, so hopefully we won't find too much disease out here today. Now there's something going on right here at the bottom of my thumb, but all in all, really good looking variety if you're looking for something earlier in maturities, trying to get some double crops out. The other thing is they're really thin. Try getting the light here. Really thin stemmed wheat, so that is something to take into consideration when you're making your wheat decisions this fall. All right, so we've come on to variety 2 in this OFR plot with wheat. This is 604. As you can see, it's a non-bearded wheat, a little shorter than the 603. It's at about 35 inches tall. It looked a lot fuller throughout the year than what it's looking like now. Little thicker stalk. Not really a whole lot difference than the 603 was, but really good looking heads. Should do pretty good. Let's see what the tillers look like. Try to get some out here. A little less tillering maybe than the 603, but still pretty good looking wheat. Yeah, here's a few down in here. Make sure you see it. So pretty good tillers on it, even if they may be a little bit fewer and far between. I will say this one coming out of the ground was the greenest, best looking wheat out here. It went through the winter really well, so it withstood the water really well too. So this is 604 from FS. All right, we're out here in 615, another number here that we've got in the plot. Just by first glance, this variety tillers something fierce. A lot smaller heads though on it, but with the tillering, it's going to be interesting to see what the final yield is on this. It also seems like a lot denser crop canopy. That could be because the awns on the wheat head just making it look thicker, but it also looks like there's a little more leaf to it, so maybe that can help it drive some yield when we take this off here, probably a month or so. It's about 36 inches tall, so they're all pretty consistent up to this point. This is a mid-season wheat. Looks pretty decent. It'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Let me just pull back the canopy here, kind of give you guys a little shot of the wheat itself. It's just really thick and really luscious. It looks like a really good wheat to make some straw off of, so hopefully you can keep that in mind. Okay, so we're out in 619, again a mid-maturity, mid-season wheat. It's got a little different color to it than the 615 did, but still a phenomenal looking wheat. Didn't tiller as well as maybe the 615 or the 603, but the primary heads on it are a lot bigger, so pretty interesting. The canopy isn't as dense, so maybe it's not as good of a choice for straw as maybe as the 615. But until we cut this, I can never really guess straw yield. So the height on this was 36, 37, so we're still staying pretty consistent on height. So this is 619. All right, so now we are standing in 622, another bearded variety. I don't know how we lucked out and had 3 bearded varieties right next to each other, but little smaller heads. But if you do look in here, there's a lot more tillers. So again, we won't know anything till we harvest it, which is always a fun time when doing plots. It's a lot shorter wheat. I think it was about 32 inches tall, so maybe a good choice if you're not doing this, going for the straw. I know the wheat price has been all over here lately, so maybe you want to pick up some more income by doing some straw. But I think this one we'd want to maybe just push for grain yield. So otherwise, pretty decent looking wheat, good tillering potential. So probably a little higher management wheat, but with what this plot has had on it, it should yield nicely. So we'll, like I said, we'll see you in into June, beginning of July when we take this off. All right, and now finally we come to 624. This is a big variety for us here at Midwood. This is a variety we really sell a lot of. Really like the looks of it. It was kind of new to us last year, but it was a replacement for 625, which has always done good. So, and just by looking at it, it looks great. Really good head size on it. Trying to find a good spot that tillered well, but as you can see through that canopy, there are pretty good sized tillers throughout here. So a lot bigger than some of the other varieties we've seen today. So it had plenty of time getting planted as early as it did. So what you see is probably what you get planting at a normal time, but still some of these tillers look amazing. What we did for this plot, fertilizer wise, we did our special wheat blend that's got a little sulfur in it. We came back through here and top dressed with 30 gallons of 28 with a quart of manganese and a quart of salt pack as well. And then I believe they put some Prosaro on here. I haven't talked to Jeff, seen what else they did out on this plot, but all in all, even the rest of the field looks really good. So it's going to be a lot of fun to take this one off. This is the first wheat plot I've ever done, so definitely look for the results here when probably middle of July. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be putting a lot more stuff out on it this fall, or summer and fall. So with that, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.